Hi, my name is Breen Reardon. I teach English 11th and 12th grade. I'm going to answer some questions today from an accelerated American Lit class. So here are the questions they had. This is the first time I've seen these questions. What are the origins behind your first name, Breen? Well, Breen is not my first name. I go through this almost every year. Richard is my first name. Breen is my middle name. Breen is was a priest's first name from Youngstown, Ohio. His name was Breen Malone. He was very popular, and so a lot of kids my age, who are adults my age now, are named Breen. And if you ever meet a Breen, he is probably from Youngstown. It was actually his mother's maiden name, so it's an Irish last name. I don't know why my parents named me Richard Breen and then just call me by my middle name, but I've always gone by Breen. Second question is, what made you decide to become a high school teacher? If I had to point to one thing, it was this. I had a class at Miami in English, and I've always loved to read, I've always loved to write, and I just had a terrible teacher at Miami, and I thought, it has to be better than this. It should not be this painful to read something and write and learn to get better at both of them. And so that was maybe the beginning part, but then I also had a chance to work in a writing center and then back at Youngstown State, and learned I was fairly good at helping people, and so that once you have some success at something, it makes it more likely that you'll want to do it some more. The worst grade I got in high school, that's a great question. My memory is terrible. I could look it up. I could ask my mother. I think probably a C. I don't think I ever had worse than a C. And it was probably in physics. My father always said, I never minded physics or science, but he always made all of us take physics because he said he liked the way it made your brain work. It made you think differently about the world. So I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite, but I enjoyed it. I probably got a C in physics, but I'll look it up for you, get back. Why are you so beautiful? That's a nice thing to say. I am not, but thank you. What is your favorite crustacean? I enjoy a nice lobster, I guess. What are the other crustaceans? I don't know. Crayfish, crawfish, crawdads, those. We used to hunt for those in creeks near my house, but I think lobster. What were you like in college? I was confused in college for a year and a half, and then I found my way. I've told this story a lot, but I started at Miami University in the ROTC program, and I really enjoyed that, but it was not what I wanted. I couldn't do what I wanted to do, which was fly, because my eyes are terrible. I'm partially colorblind, as a lot of men are red-green colorblind, so I couldn't fly as I wanted to. So I stayed in ROTC in the Marine part for a year, and then I was like, I just can't, this isn't what I wanted to do, this is when I signed up. And without any sort of guiding idea about what to do, I just, floundered a little bit. And then when I had that bad English teacher, I'm like, maybe it has something to do with, another profession, teaching. Well, I ended up going back to Youngstown State and working in the writing lab, as I mentioned, and after that, I sort of had a focus, knew what I wanted to do, and then I was probably, like most people who know what they want to do, I was excited about doing it well. So, best relationship advice, be patient, be kind. We're all fallible. If we learn anything from Hawthorne, Poe, and others, none of us is perfect, so be kind to each other. Do you wish you could teach another grade? I have taught all the grades, 9th and 10th, and I taught at Miami, so 13th grade for a while. 11th and 12th, though, tremendous. 11th grade, I love American Lit. 12th grade, seniors are like adults. No offense to 11th and 10th and 9th graders, but you're not quite there yet. But seniors have that worldview. They're starting to get it anyway, so I love teaching those grades. Are your glasses real or for just for fashion? They are for real. These are actually bifocals because I'm getting that old. Is Breen an actual word? Irish last name? as I said, if you could make anything using a 3D printer, what would it be? That's a great question. I don't know a lot about 3D printing. Here's what I know is from Cory Doctorow's books. And if you haven't read those, I'd recommend them to you. So I don't know. I think it would be cool just to make anything with a 3D printer. Anything. Probably a race car or something, maybe. Favorite thing you've ever done? That's pretty broad. The favorite thing I've ever done? I don't know. I really enjoy having a family. I enjoy being around family. I love teaching. I look forward to coming here every day. I took a golfing trip with my father and all my brothers to Ireland one time. That was pretty cool. So there's a lot. What annoys you the most? I think people who are negative annoy me, whether teachers or students. I just don't understand that. When you're in places as well run and with so many options as Sycamore, don't bring your negativity to me. We all have bad days, I get that, but like day in and day out, being negative about being here, that doesn't do anything for me. Do teachers ever gossip about students? Of course. Not me, but other teachers do. Mr. Gaffney does a lot. What is your least favorite book? You know what? My mother told me one time, if you don't like a book, put it down. Life's too short to read bad books. So I don't know that I've ever finished a least favorite book. Sometimes in school, I'm sure I had to at some point. But I don't know. Hard. I'll get back to you on that. Who would win a fight, Batman or Superman? Superman would win. That's no-brainer. Your go-to jam song? That's a great question. I like the 80s and 90s, some rap, some hip-hop from that era is go-to for me. I don't know. I like most people, I don't know about most people, but Eminem, Lose Yourself. If I'm looking, to go run one more mile or do whatever, that song pumps me up. How long have I been married? I'll be married 23 years, December 21st. So 23 years. It's a long time. Why did I choose to teach English? Because I think it's so important to, every other class that people are going to take. It's important for you to be a good critical thinker, a good reader, and a good writer. And I love doing those things, and I hope I can help people do them a little better and maintain their passion for them. So that's all my questions from 7th Bell. Thank you for listening to the rambling.